Don't burn bridges. You'll be surprised how many times you have to cross the same river. So I've started and stopped this video at least half a dozen times, thinking, should I, shouldn't I? Who knows? On one hand, the topic at hand is really none of my business and doesn't have anything to do with me. On the other hand, I am part of this maker and creator universe, and so that does have to do with me. I am a part of that, and so that kind of makes it my business. What am I talking about? Safety. Good information, good advice, preparation, technique, the way that you're making things in a safe manner. Y'all. It's happening again. People are regurgitating BS all over the place, and someone's going to get hurt. That's the bottom line. So I'm bringing this up because I was talking with another maker the other day, and she hasn't even started selling her products yet. She makes lovely products. Her soaps are beautiful, and all of her other creations. She's very talented. Some people have natural talent. She does. She definitely has natural talent. But anyway, so we got to talking about this, that, and the other thing, and I think because she's fairly new to this, she hasn't been doing this too long, a few years I think, but again, hasn't started selling yet. And maybe, I don't know this, but maybe she is still researching and developing and learning and growing, educating herself and getting more experience the more she continues on in this craft. So for people like her that are maybe just beginning, or maybe they've started already and they're halfway through their journey, whatever it is, whatever the milestones are, the point being is, if you're new, you want to go to sources that are reliable, factual, ethical, moral. You want to gravitate towards blogs or posts or videos of people who know what they're talking about, and people who do it in a safe manner so that somebody doesn't get hurt. So what's our responsibility as creators who have already been doing this for a long time? And hopefully we all know what we're doing, those of us that have been doing this for a long time. I actually have a list here that I'm going to show you guys in just a second of people on the internet all over the place, whether it's Facebook groups and pages, their websites, their blogs, their vlogs on YouTube videos. These are people who have been doing this a very long time. They know what they're talking about. They're educated, they're experienced, they're ethical, they're truthful. And I just thought, well, let me make up a list of some people that I can possibly guide people towards, so that they will get good information every single time that's factually based, that's truthful. These people know what they're doing, they know what they're talking about, they're going to keep you safe, they're going to teach you the correct way. And if there are problems along the way, they will help you to solve those problems. I think it's really important because there's so much misinformation, again, being spewed all over the place. There's bad information being put out there. There's techniques that are, I'm just going to say it because you guys know, I'm transparent. I just throw it out there. You either agree or you don't agree, and that is your prerogative and that is your right. I'm not here to get up on any type of a judgment pulpit towards anybody, but I do feel like I have somewhat of a responsibility if I am friends with other creators, which I am, especially new ones, and they are gravitating towards certain areas that they may not be getting the proper information. It may be misguided information. It may be bad advice. If they're watching Soap Maker A do a video on how to make soap, and they're following everything that this person is doing and their recipe and their technique and the whole nine, but Soap Maker A isn't practicing safety as far as lye is concerned, in particular, when you start mixing everything together, if there's lye pockets, how do you combat all that kind of stuff so that you don't have lye pockets all over the place in your soap, which could hurt somebody in the end. So I think I do have a little bit of a responsibility. So I decided, let me go ahead and put a list together of the people who I feel are educated, experienced, truthful, ethical people who will teach everybody the correct way of doing things. So I did make this list. I'm going to show you guys in just a second. So I have their name, the name of their channel, and how long they've been on YouTube. Now I put that next to there just so you can see just how long these people have just been on, you know, the YouTube. That doesn't mean that's only how long they've been in business. For instance, I have myself on here on the bottom of the list on the back. I've only had my YouTube channel for 2 years. Does that mean I've only been in business for 2 years and may not really know what I'm talking about? Well, it could mean that. It could. Because I don't really believe that longevity in business automatically gives you the title of I'm experienced, I'm a professional, I know what I'm talking about, I can teach you anything. That's not necessarily true. It is true in a lot of cases, most cases actually, just by nature of the longer that you've been doing this and the more you're learning and hopefully growing, you're educating yourself, your experience level is going up, and then you can feel confident in talking to other people and perhaps doing tutorials for them and helping them along their journey in a safe manner. So I'm going to give you guys this list. I'm going to turn this around. Please, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about your journey into this artistic world of creating and making, no matter what it is, whether it's candles, soap, bath and body products, you know, skincare, hair care, whatever it is, gravitate towards people who know what they're doing. Compare them. I do all the time. I have my core couple of people that if I get stuck on something, I will absolutely go towards those people and ask them, hey, listen, can you give me clarification on this? Do you have a better understanding on this than I do? I'm a little stuck right now, need a little bit of guidance, a little bit of help. I'm not afraid to admit that. I've been doing this for 20 years. Just because I've only had a YouTube channel for 2 years doesn't mean I've only been in business for 2 years. Just like you will see once I give you this list, these are people who have been around, they're well known, their names are familiar, or at least they should be to any of us. And so you're going to see when you look at the dates next to them on their YouTube, when they started their YouTube channel, they've all been in business way longer than this. So what I'm trying to get across in a long about way, I'm trying to be delicate in how I'm saying this because, listen, I'm not the be-all, end-all authority on everything, nor do I want to sit up on some pulpit and judge everybody, you know, and be the creation police. That's not me. That's not who I am. That's not my function. But again, when I'm talking to other people, other creators, other makers, whether they've been doing this a really long time or they're just starting out or they're somewhere in between and they're looking for guidance and they're looking for help, they're looking for channels that will point them in the right direction truthfully, factually, and safely, now I feel like I do have kind of an obligation to say something. And what I want to say is, if you are concerned at all about anything that you are watching or reading or listening to on podcasts, no matter who it is, including myself, compare people. Go to professional soap makers, professional bath and body creators, professional chandlers or candlers. I don't even know how you say that word, people who make candles. Go to these professionals that are very well known and their names are familiar and compare them. And see, are they all talking, let's just say lye safety, okay? Are they all pretty much on the same table? Are they all putting out basically the same type of information regarding lye safety? Well, then I think you can feel pretty good about the fact that that's a truthful information that they're trying to give to you so that you can be safe in your journey. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys this list right here and you're going to see for yourselves. You can take a screenshot of this, of all of these people on here. Very experienced, very knowledgeable. They're all ethical. They're all business people. They're all truthful. They're all factual. I would not hesitate ever to contact any of the people on this list if I get stuck with anything, because I know they're going to help me. Whether they've been doing this, you know, 3 years, 5, 10, 20, it doesn't matter. I've listened to all these people, I've researched them, I've cross-referenced, I've compared. These are people who know what they're talking about. So let me put this up here now, and you guys can take a screenshot of this. Let me back it up so the whole thing can be in there. All right, so go ahead and take a screenshot of this. And on the back, I put myself, and then I also put Marie from Humble Bee and Me. She is primarily skincare, but you can see how long I have been on YouTube, and you can see how long Marie has been on there, in addition to all of the folks that I listed on the front. And those people are Anne-Marie, the Soap Queen from Brambleberry. She's been on YouTube since 2009. Kathy from Soaping 101, she's been on YouTube since 2011. Katie from Royalty Soaps has been on YouTube since 2011. John from Uncle John Soaps has been here on YouTube since 2012. Excuse me. Ellie from Ellie's Everyday has been on YouTube since 2013. Dean Wilson has been on YouTube since 2013. Shantine from Soap and Clay has been on YouTube since 2015. And Lissa from I Dream and Soap has been on YouTube since 2019. So there you have a list of professional creators and makers who know what they're talking about. If you guys need guidance, direction, help, anything, reach out to any of these people, including myself. Reach out to any of them and ask for help. Watch their videos. You know, I just want people to be safe. And if you're watching other creators who are not practicing safety, if they are not creating in a manner that doesn't leave an end product that could possibly hurt somebody, I hate to say it, but you kind of need to steer away from them, okay? And I'm not trying to get anybody to cancel anybody. That's not what I'm saying. Just do your research, you guys. I do it all the time. 20 years in, I'm still doing it. I research my ass off all of the time if I have questions, comments, concerns about anything. In saying that in the beginning of the video, and I said, you know, don't burn your bridges. You never really know how many times you need to cross that river. And that's true too. There's ways to say things to people. Let's say, for instance, that I'm watching Soapmaker A and there's really, really bad information being put out, and there's misinformation, and there's bad advice, and the technique is not cool, and the ingredients that are being used and in the manner that they're being used could possibly hurt somebody if they use that end product. There's a way to say something to that soap maker A. You don't have to call them to the carpet and drag them through the mud and put them down and bully them and fear monger them, and, you know, don't do any of that kind of stuff. I've had all that stuff done to me when I first started out, and a good example of this was back in the day, back in 2002, when I first started my business. Do you know that I actually thought that rosemary extract and vitamin E were proper preservatives for water-based formulations? And you couldn't tell me any different. Guess what? People jumped down my throat and crawled up my behind. They bullied the crap out of me. They gang piled on me and suffocated me to where I got it, man. I got it from them, okay? So there's ways to go about gently correcting and or reminding people of safety measures. And if you have a channel and you put your channel in the category of a tutorial, how-to, teaching type of a mode, please teach correctly. Please give out good information, safe information. The techniques that you're using, please do it correctly. We all make mistakes. That's a damn fact. I make mistakes all the time. If I make a mistake and I'm on camera, I need to try to fix that. Otherwise, don't put up that video. You know, if I'm doing something and I'm making a mistake and I don't know how to fix that while I'm filming, then I shut that down and I don't upload that. I don't put that out to anybody, because now I'm giving them bad information. I'm giving them misinformation. The technique that I just did with the ingredients that I just used in this product could cause a hazard to somebody if they used this, right? If I'm making mistakes like that. So just don't do it. If you catch yourself on film making mistakes, which we all do, just shut it down. Shut it down, walk away, and start over again. So once you have figured out what the problem was and how to fix that, and how you can tell other people, hey, listen, I had a problem with this, and this is how I fixed it. So you guys try that, and then let me know if that worked for you, because it worked for me. There's ways to say it without being pushy and without being a bully and, you know, being nasty. So don't burn that bridge. You know, don't go rawr after somebody. You never know when you're going to need that person or want that person, or whatever the case may be. There are exceptions to that. You know, if someone does you wrong, burn that bridge, I say. You know what I mean? Like, try your best to resolve the situation. Exhaust every avenue that you can, if you can. But if there's no resolution at the end and they did you dirty, burn the bridge, man. Find a different path. Even if you have to get in a boat and row your ass across that river, you don't need that bridge. No. Okay, so that's enough of that. I hope this made sense. I tried to dance around the issue and be as gentle as I could without sounding like I'm up on some judgy pulpit thing. You know, I am not the creator police. I'm not. And most of the time I ignore stuff like this, you know. Okay, so the bottom line is, I want you guys to be safe. I want you to get good information. I want you to go towards and gravitate towards people who are going to help you and be good for you, and not give you bad information, and not regurgitate misinformation. Safety. Safety above all. On that note, do you guys want to come over and make some soap with me? What are we doing today? I made a pot of coffee, so I need to make my coffee soap. I also need to make black raspberry vanilla. What else? I need to make a salt soap. I think today we're going to do the black raspberry and vanilla. We're just going to make a bunch of different colors and just glop it and plop it. That's it. And whatever happens, happens. I hope this video made sense to you guys. I know it was lengthy, but I think that this was necessary to talk about. And now you guys have a list of, in my personal opinion, and I've been around for 20 years, and I know most of these people on here, and I know how long they've been doing this, and I know that they are ethical, and they are professional, and they are truthful, and they are factual. Go to these people if you have questions, comments, concerns. You want to learn a new technique. You want to learn how to safely do this or that. There is a ton of creators all over the internet that are amazing, in my opinion. Just amazing, the creations that they make. They're beautiful, beautiful creations. They're all over the place. I could sit and watch YouTube all day long on people making soap and frosting soap, or soap cupcakes. I could watch that all day long. I think it's just ridiculously talented, you know? But when I want to learn, these are the people I go to. These are the people I go to learn. Okay, you guys? Let's go over there and get cooking, shall we? Enough of this nonsense. Let's go have a good time, all right? Come on. Okay, friends, here we are over here at Creation Station. We're just going to get going making the black raspberry and vanilla. That's what I decided to do on film today, so we're just going to get right to it. I already have my oils already melted down, and my liquid oils are added to that. My lye solution is ready to go. I have my colors separated out. I'm going to be doing 4 different colors. That is a purple blend of mica. That is titanium dioxide. That is an antique silver mica. Each one of those, I want to say, hold on now, let's see, we did 2 teaspoons of the purple. We did 1 tablespoon of the titanium dioxide, 1 tablespoon of the antique silver, and 2 teaspoons of a red mica. To each one of these, I have added 3 tablespoons of oil and mixed the mica all in. and my titanium dioxide is the oil dispersible kind. So each one has 3 tablespoons of oil mixed in with your colorant. We're going to be pouring off some of the batter for each one of those colors, and we're just going to glop and glop and glop and glop and glop into the mold, and however it goes is how it's going to be. So without further ado, goggles are going on. I have all of my other safety equipment in place, my long sleeves, gloves, hairnet, long pants, apron, closed-toed shoes, the whole 9 yards. So without further ado, you guys, let's get to crack-a-lackin' over here making some soap, shall we? Lye solution into the pool. Using the spatula just to kind of catch the liquid that we're pouring in here, so we try to eliminate as many of the bubbles down in there as we can. I'm not going to be too detailed about trying to get every little last drop of lye solution out of here. That's good enough. We don't need to be too concerned about it. It's good enough. All right, let's get our stick blender going here. If I could put this on correctly, that would be fantastic. Hold on, it's a little... There we go. Okay, let's give it a little blend, shall we? You'll notice that I'm doing a double batch today. I normally don't do this on camera. I normally only do a single batch, but I really have to start ramping up. And I didn't want to not do the video, but I really need to start ramping up. April is going to be here before I know it, and then I'm going to be screaming at myself going, why didn't you make double batches? So here we go. As I'm going, I'm looking for oil slicks on the top because I know that I'm not even at emulsion yet. I don't even need to look to see. I can tell that I'm not. But I'm also looking for oil slicks that are just kind of hanging out here on the top of my raw soap batter. And that will also let me know that I'm not at emulsion yet. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there still is like oil slicks kind of hanging out here on the top of the soap batter. I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not. We're going to go a little bit more just to make sure we're fully emulsified before we start splitting off our batch. If you're not comfortable doing large batches like this, if you're just starting out, then just do a 1 or 2 pound batch. My normal batch is only 3.75 pounds. That's how much fits into one mold for me. That's going to be good enough. We're going to start splitting this off now. Let's start with our purple. So this is a double batch, like I mentioned. It's 7.5 pounds. And I'm going to roughly split off about 44 ounces of each one of these colors. Now you guys don't have to be that precise. You don't have to weigh it. If you want to just eyeball it, you can. That's the beauty of making things. That's the beauty of being a creator. Do what you want to do. As long as you're being safe about it, you can eyeball it. And I'm tearing my scale in between each one, in between each color. Okay. Relatively even with all of them. Let's get that out of the way. Got all of our colors over here. And we're going to dump this one in here. This is the red mica. So we're going to put that right into our main batch. Get that out of the way right off the bat. For those of you that may be unaware, mica is hydrophobic, meaning it doesn't like water. It hates water. So we mix our mica with oil first to make sure we're not going to get a whole lot of clumps. You may still, but try to do the best that you can. I actually have one of these. I've showed you guys this before on another video. Many videos actually. Get yourself a little whisk. This is the one that I use. This is the best one that I have found. I've tried many, and this is the best one that I have found. But this really, can you hear that? This really mixes up your colorants, your powdered colorants, really well. I did not use that today, but it works really well. All right, so as you can see, the red is mixing in quite nicely. The pink, rather, not the red. It's kind of pink. All right, so let's go to, I actually should have done this lightest color first. So this is our titanium dioxide. And you can take your stick blender to this if you want to. I'm just using a whisk today. And depending on what the trace is going to look like when I'm done mixing the colorant in, I may give it a hit or two with the stick blender. Just know that when you do that, it can speed up your trace a little bit with the stick blender. You don't want to over stick blend. You want to have some time to work. But we're just going to be glopping it in, you guys. I'm literally just going to be taking like the bucket and just giving it a little pour here or there all over the place. And however this winds up in the mold, that's what the design is going to be. We're just going to leave it alone. I'm not going to do anything to the bottom there. I will texture the top. I'll leave just a little bit of this color on each one of these in the bucket. Put that on the top and do a little bit of texture on the top. All right, so there's our titanium dioxide. Now we're going to go over to our purple, which is a blend. Look how pretty that is. Yes. So we're going to have like a silver. I was going to do black oxide at first with all of these colors, and at the very last minute I decided, I saw my big container full of antique silver mica, and I thought, you know what, let's do that instead. I'm scraping the bottom of my bowl here pretty well, trying to get all those little chunks or clumps or anything else that's stuck down in there. Okay, so that's good enough. And now the last one we're going to do is the darkest one, and that's our antique silver. Sometimes you got to switch hands. Whew. Getting quite the workout here. And I don't have really nice guns like Mrs. Soap and Clay has, so geez, this is quite the workout. Just scraping the bottom, making sure all that colorant comes in. All right, now we have everything mixed up here. Look at all these pretty colors, beautiful. Try to get them in frame here for you guys to see. All right, so we've got our pink, white, silver, and a purplish color, okay? So now we're going to start adding our fragrance. So this is just the black raspberry and vanilla fragrance. So we're going to start adding this. It may tend to move a little bit quickly, but we'll see how that goes. All right, into the pool. Here we go. This I will scrape and try to get every last little drop because fragrance oils are expensive. It's the most expensive ingredient that we use to make soap. All right, let's start whisking, lightest to darkest. Good enough. This smells fantastic. You guys are all aware of what black raspberry and vanilla smells like. They all smell the same. I really don't care who you get it from. All black raspberry and vanilla all smells the same as far as my nose is concerned. And I've heard many other creators say the same exact thing, so. It is a lovely scent though. Very popular. Everybody loves this. All right, that's going to be good enough. Okay, let's get everybody out of the way. We're going to do our 2 molds today. Look at this. Normally don't do this on camera. Anyhow, we're just going to do a glop and a blop. Wherever it goes is how it's going to be. No rhyme or reason to any type of a quote-unquote design, you guys. Just pour it in. Whatever happens, happens. Let's do the silver next. Now after I've gotten every single one of these colors in, I am going to give it a tap down on the floor. Because we don't want air bubbles, and doing what I'm doing is going to create air bubbles. Man alive, does this smell good. Holy mackerel. Alright, so we've done 1 pass with every single color. Give me just a moment. I'm going to go and tap this down. Okay, let's carry on. We're getting a little bit thicker here in the batter, which is fine. Still workable, still pourable. We're having a good time. And I am going to start to scrape this one out just a little bit because I don't want that much on the top of the soap. Remember I said I'm going to save some. But I don't want a ton of it, you know, just a little. Messy, messy. That's okay. We're okay with messes. All right, how about I give this another little tap? All right, let's continue on. You can see now how gloppy and thick everything is getting. But again, that's perfectly fine. That's kind of what we wanted, really. We just want to do big, huge glops. Wherever they land is what happens. I apologize about the camera angle if you guys can't see. Again, I'm going to scrape this out, the majority of it. Let me put a little bit more over here, actually. Okay, that's about enough there. All right, another little smack down. And if your batter starts getting real thick, just give it another little swoosh. There you go. That doesn't mean that it's seizing. It doesn't mean that you're going to have soap on a stick. Just give it another little swoosh with your spatula. It'll be pourable again. Smack down. All right, let's give a little whiskey over here because we're getting pretty thick. This is not seizing up on me. There's a difference. The fragrance oil is doing its thing. Here we go. Looks ugly now, but it'll be fine. Another smack down. We're just going to give a little twirly gig, and then we're going to put these colors on the top and do a slight little texture. Actually, let me give this one a little bit of a shake here. It's looking a little uneven. All right, here we go. Ready? One final smack down. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get the rest of the color out of these jugs. All right, let's take our chopstick again. I'll turn it over this time, and we're oh, look what I did. I didn't leave enough for the second mold. See, I'm so focused because I'm so used to only doing one per video that I completely forgot about the other. But that's okay. Well, listen, who cares? Let's do this. I'm not pushing down very hard, very, very lightly on the top of this. And I'm going to give it another smack down when we're done. Get all that excess off of my... All right, let's do this one now. All right, give me just a second. Let me smack this down. Here we go. We're going to have a close-up of the soap that does not have all the different colors on the top. Okay. And here's the one that does have all the different colors on the top. All right, let's put that over there. For any of you that are not used to doing like swirls like that anyways, it's a lot easier to do that in a slab mold than it is in a log mold. It just comes out cleaner, crisper, more defined lines. Doesn't look quite as sloppy if you're using a slab mold to do your swirls in. So I'm going to go ahead and put these girls to bed here. I'm going to clean up these edges off camera, put these girls to bed, insulate them, and we will come back tomorrow for me and in a few seconds for you guys. We will unmold and cut these and take a look at the inside. But for now, y'all take care of yourselves, okay? Be kind, stay humble, and until we meet again, take care of yourselves, okay? Alrighty, Aphrodite, it is a few seconds later for you guys. It's the next day for me. I've already gone ahead and unmolded the soap. We're going to go ahead and slice into this and see what it looks like on the inside. Alright, here we go. Line this up just a little bit better. Alright, here we go. Ready? Smells amazing. Oh, the beautiful twangy sound. All right, let's pull one out of the middle. Actually, we'll pull both of these out of the middle and then we'll open them up together. All right, there's the top. If you remember, these are the ones that did not have all the other colors mixed on the top. Ready? Here we go. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Oh, no white whatsoever. Alrighty, well that's different. Okay. It is what it is. Everybody's going to be unique. Everybody's going to be different. Let's I don't know, let's pull two more out over here. See what happens over here. Maybe we'll get some white. Okie dokie. Here we go. Oh, there's a little bit of white. All right, groovy. Oh, look, it made a heart. That's a happy accident. Nice. All right, two more over here from this end, and then we'll do the other log, and then we'll call it a day. Here we go. Oh, there we go. There's a big old white blob right in the middle. Well, that's what we did, right? That's how we made it. We just blopped that sucker all in there. Okay, let's put everybody else over to the side here. One moment, please. I'm telling you guys, this smells so freaking good. I can't stand it. Do, 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 do. Okie dokie, let's get loaf number 2 on in here. This is the one that we did do all the different colors up on the top. Not that it matters really, that one has it and one doesn't. It's the same scent. Believe me, I have come to know over the years, people don't give a crap. They could care less what the soap looks like, really. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's start at this end. And there's the top. And here's what it looks like on the inside. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, I got some glycerin rivers on this one. How's that possible, you guys? One log has the rivers and one does not. They were both soaked the exact same temperature. They were both insulated the exact same way, right next to each other, I might add. That's okay. I think glycerin rivers are cool. All right, there we go. All right, let's do 2 from over here. There's the top and the inside. Ooh, here we go with the red again. Okay. Let's do these 2. Another big blobs of white. All right, coolio. Everybody's going to look different, you know, slightly different. More grays, more reds. Like this one's like a lot of gray. It's going to be like that. Every single bar is going to be different, which is fine by me. Okay, I want to thank you guys so much for dropping by today and coming and supporting my small little channel here. And if you're new here, welcome. And if you are here because you've been here before and you've been subbed, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. I can't even put it into words. I really do appreciate your support. And for those of you who have not yet taken the plunge and hit the like button and the subscribe button, I invite you to do so now if you enjoyed the content today. So until we meet again, you guys, be kind, stay humble, and take care of yourselves, okay? We'll see you soon.